Good evening. Welcome to Crypto Talk this Monday evening. It's 8 o'clock and our lights just came back on after load shedding. We had our first part of load shedding already for today. And most of you don't even realize yet that we're back on load shedding. But yeah, that's part of life in South Africa. And welcome to this call. Tonight, we do a general market update with where the markets are. And then we just have a discussion about why crypto. So for those of you who are busy thinking of capitulating and your crypto is going nowhere, we have prepared a little discussion for you with regards to why crypto. Why should we be in crypto and why now? And it's our privilege at the Crypto School to share with you our crypto journey on a Monday evening. And we have a co-host in the room tonight. I'm privileged to host you tonight. We will not have Marius tonight. He will not be in the room. He's at the school meeting. And if you've got kids in school, that's what you do. You go to school meetings. But yeah, tonight, allow me to just introduce you to a subject matter expert on crypto trading, Jason Ashington. And every week, he just comes and shows us what's happening in the market. And we are every week just amazed by the ease of him, the ease for him to show us what's happening in the market. And I know, Jason, this is not the best time to come and show people where the market is at. We had a host of red candles for the weekend, for the day. The candles came in with that cold front, with the rain. But Jason, please say hello to the team before I introduce the young gun.
Good evening, everybody. Yes, Donnie, it really is an emotional roller coaster, and it's living up to its name. Last week, this time, we were sitting on 46,000. We're now at 40,000. So yeah, it's one of those times again where we are feeling sorry for ourselves. But I'm sure the market will pick up again in the next couple of weeks, and we'll go back to those levels again.
Cool, so, thank you. Sorry, yeah. Jason, my apology. You can continue.
No, I'll show you the charts just now.
Cool. Thank you, Jason. Allow me to introduce the young gun. Andre Smith, we call him our young gun because he's only in crypto for a year and 1 month already. Oh, you're in nearly 2 months, Andre. It's absolute a privilege to hear every week from you what you have learned. But before Jason is doing the market update for us, please just say hello to the team. We'll come back to you later.
Hi guys, yeah, welcome here tonight. And I'm glad Donnie said crypto is like a roller coaster, or Jason said it, I can't remember. But yeah, the thing is with roller coasters is what goes down must go up. Yeah, we'll see what the market says. And welcome guys.
Cool, thank you, Andre. Yes, it's part of being in crypto. But I've got new friends on Crypto Talk tonight that's here for the first time. I see Derek is on here. Derek and Anita, welcome to Crypto Talk. I don't know whom of you else are here. We have a small group tonight, hence the fact of where the market is, and secondly, with load shedding, keeping some people off. But Jason, without further ado, please share with us what you think about the market. And after that, I'll get the young gun to share with us with regards to what he wants to show us, what he learned in the last week. And then I will have a general discussion with you on why crypto. Why at this stage? Why should we still be in crypto and not capitulate? But before that, Jason, do what you do best, buddy. Help us understand this market.
Thanks, Donnie. So let's just quickly go to the Bitcoin chart. So last week, this time, we were around about over here, 46. Am I right? Yeah, around about 46,000. We did go up on Wednesday, then unfortunately started dropping from there. And we've dropped all the way from 46 now down to current price of 40,400. Now, what is the reason for such a deep drop is what we see here. And what we see here is a commodity index, which measures how commodities have gone up, and this obviously influences inflation. And the US inflation numbers will be coming out tomorrow. So are expecting very bad inflation numbers, the worst ever. And that really stems from, if we have a look at this bottom orange line comes all the way from April 2020. We've been uptrending since then. You can remember the Corona drop was around about here. And then the printing machines came out to start keeping the market propped up, and the markets carried on going up. And you can see how commodities carried on pushing up, the oil price carried on going up. And then the Russian-Ukraine war started kicking in really from about here, at the end of February. You can even see from the end of December where the oil price actually broke out. I'll show you the chart now. It broke out towards the end of December, and you can see how that moved up. And then the Ukraine war was a final catalyst that really pushed up this commodity index at the end of February. And because of this rapid increase here, we've got very bad inflation numbers that we forecast that's going to come through tomorrow. And that really is affecting the stock market and also the crypto market. If we just have a look at the oil as one of the commodities that influences almost everything, we have a look at the oil on the weekly chart. And I'm going back to 2008. You can see from 2008, oil was in a downtrend. It tried to break out of this downtrend in September, got rejected, came back down. But if you can remember that date that I showed you in the commodities here, the 20th of December, see what happened to the oil then. We started spiking up then already. And you can see what happened to oil. We went rapidly from $70 at the end of December, right up to $135 on the 7th of March. And this has caused, you know, the inflation numbers that we are expecting to be very bad tomorrow to come through. The good thing about the oil, though, is that we are dropping. We're now testing that support at $100. And as Europe is going into the summer months, there's less demand, obviously, for oil. I think that we're going to come back down here to retest that breakout that we had in the 24th of December. And then it's decision time once we get down to the bottom. We'll come down here, might hover here for a while. This will bring down the inflation numbers that should move the markets back up again. And then possibly find support here and then start moving up. So we should have a relief in oil going forward now, the next couple of months. But nonetheless, the numbers that are going to come out tomorrow are going to be very bad. And that's unfortunately, that has spooked all the markets. If we quickly just have a look at the S&P and the NASDAQ. The S&P 500, we broke out here in the middle of March. We had a rapid rise over, 2 weeks. We went up, I think it was, what was it? I measured this morning, 8%. And since then we have retraced, and we are on support at the moment, 4430. The NASDAQ, which is also done a similar thing, has gone up, and we are finding support at the moment on the NASDAQ and the Dow Jones. We broke out here 24th of March and have come down. So this inflation, expected bad inflation numbers are spooking the market. Now, if we have a look at Bitcoin, as I say on the daily chart, we are trending down. Those people that saw my charting this morning, I have adjusted a few of these lines, and the Fibonacci, which is a measurement of human emotion, I have taken from a lower level. So I've taken it from the low here on the 22nd of January to the recent high we had here. And the 0.5 is exactly where we are now at 40,500, and the 618 is a bit lower here at 38,800. So we're currently in a zone right now where you can see there is support in this green block, and you can see a previous support. And if we go into smaller time frames, I think what's going to happen here is that we're going to go up now to retest the breakdown at around about 42,000, around there, this level here. I think that we will go up here short term and possibly get rejected, come back down again. And then tomorrow when those bad numbers come out, we could come a bit lower. We could bounce on this orange line here. I'll show you where this orange line comes from, or even go down to the 618 here. Then hopefully trend up from there. So this orange line that I've got in here is coming from 24th of January. And it touches again on the 22nd of February, 8th of March. And you can see it's held support. So possibly we'll hold support again, hopefully. And that level is at 39,500. The positive thing that we are seeing here on the markets are the relative strength indexes is telling us a few things. So if we go down to the 15 minutes and what has happened to my RSI here? Is it moved up here? Yeah, sorry, I hit it. Apologies. Okay, so if we go to the 15-minute here, and this is on very small time frames, obviously, you can see that the RSI is trending up. Its price is trending down. This is bullish divergence, and that's on the 15-minute. On the 4-hour, you can see our prices trend down, and RSI is slightly higher than when it was on the 6th of April. Yet prices actually dropped quite more than that. So that was also slightly bullish divergence. And then Andre, who's on the call here, pointed out that these hidden bullish divergence on the, Andre, if you can just point out where you saw that hidden bullish divergence.
It's on the daily, but you can actually see it there. I don't know if I can mark up. Okay, so from, wait, let me just get to 4-hour, yeah. Okay, so there's, whoa. So
okay,
on Bitcoin,
yeah.
Sorry, can't see. I actually had it on the daily.
Okay, we'll come to your chart now and just show it.
Okay, brilliant.
We've got bullish. Andre is going to point out to us now we've got hidden bullish divergence also on the daily. So the indicators are telling us that we should be trending up. But I think it's obviously anticipation of tomorrow's outcome on this, on the inflation numbers, that is really pushing keeping the price suppressed at the moment. If we go and look at the USDT, which is a measurement of the stable coins, whether money's flowing into stable coins or whether it is flowing into the trading market, you can see we're right at resistance now at 4.5%. As I say, I'm expecting a bit of a relief that, right now. RSI very high on the 1-hour, 4-hour very high. So it is overbought on the USDT, and we should be getting some rejection very soon on the USDT to start trending down again. Ethereum has been very bullish lately. We're right on support at the moment at $3,000. We go to the daily, we should come back up again. Bitcoin starts going up from here, going up to test 42,000. We should go back up again to retest higher levels. With tomorrow's, as we draw closer to the announcement, I think we will be dropping down, maybe down to about 2,800. There's an orange line here that I got in here that is coming from 13th of January. That was a resistance line. And this could be acting as support. So 500 could be, even an area where we could bounce on Ethereum. So if we move now and just have a look at where I think we are on the Wall Street cheat sheet. 2 weeks ago, we were in this depression phase, and we started rallying up all the way up to 48,000. And now we're dropping, and we really are in a disbelief phase right now where people say, no ways, this rally will fail like others. People are getting frustrated and really saying, this crypto is not for them. We have dropped deeper than we should have dropped. We normally drop to, on the Fibonacci line, to the 382, but we've dropped down to the 0.5 area. And as I say, this is just because of what's happening right now with this news. So Just keep an eye on Bitcoin. I don't think it's all doom and gloom. I think we are going to get a positive reaction later on in the week and then start moving back up again. That's it from me, Donnie. You muted there, Donnie?
Yeah, sorry, I saw that I'm muted. I just had to find the button. Thank you, Jason. And yes, I don't know how, it's just who you are. You can make it so simple and you always find some good news. I looked at the market earlier and I thought, what will Jason tell us tonight? Because when I look at the market, I've just seen red candles, but I got lost in the mist. And in the red candles, you came and showed us that there's a lot more than just the red candles. So thank you, Jason. We appreciate that. Andre, you have one chart there that you wanted to show us to support what Jason was busy talking about. If the young gun is willing to share that with us quickly.
Yeah. Sorry, I just had someone calling me now. So quickly, this is on the 4-hour, guys, and I'm going to make it as quick as possible and as easy as possible. So sorry for this repetitiveness. I don't know if that is even a word, but anyways. Jason showed us here on the 4-hour, we have the strong bullish divergence. And you can see here, there's the RSI, higher, low, the price is making lower, low. So that is a strong bullish divergence, and we are in the 618786 zone. So again, this is on the 4-hour. Now, if we go to the daily, you can see the hidden bullish divergence that I was talking about. And let me just quickly delete this, and we can delete that strong bullish divergence. Okay, so you can see the price is making higher lows while the RSI is making lower lows, and that is a strong bearish hidden bullish divergence, sorry. So obviously, if the price goes below this point, then the hidden bullish is cancelled out. But then there's another one, and then there's another one. So it can actually go until this 36,900 area, and then it would still be a hidden bullish divergence. But anyways, let's keep it there for now. And I'm quickly going to finish up on Bitcoin, and I want to share something else as well. So we always hear everybody say, if in doubt, just zoom out. And I'm going to move to the weekly chart. And look at this, guys. And I'll make it a bit bigger for you to see. So this is from 2017, that all-time high. So I have two parallel lines. Let me just close this and hide all of this stuff. Okay. So you can see here, this is a plain chart. And what I've done is I draw a parallel line from this area to there and from the top there. So if I add the big parallel line, you can see that is what it looks like. See how it respects it. It went there it was a resistance, or it's resistance, yeah. And there it went above it, came back, and now it's support. You can see it's support now. And now if I add the other one, you'll see I have another parallel line, the same bottom one there, but then there's the top there, and you can see that top has also been respected a lot of the times. There it just went above it, came back, respected it, came back, respected it. And now you can see we are currently below this area. And if you look at this chart, it doesn't look unhealthy. For me, this is really bullish. We haven't made any lower lows below this line, this bigger trend line, parallel line, trend line, whatever you want to call it. We didn't come here, make lower lows. We didn't even make a low here. So this is really good. It's still above this line. And even if we stay within this line, we're going to make, the price is going to go up and up, but it is still in this range. So I would love to see it go above this area. And another thing that I showed Jason earlier, let me just close that. So on the weekly, this is just easier because it's less candles. So you can see there was my FIB tool, and sorry if it's a bit difficult now. We did make a video about this. So you can see it actually went there earlier, and this was June 2021. It almost went to that 382 area. Came back because it went there, retraced, came back. Then it went to that 618 area, came back, and then it went up. So now, if we can say, because the market never repeats, but it rhymes. So if you can take that as the top and put it there, you can see we went to the 382 area, made a retrace. Now, maybe this can happen. And I'll show you what I see. Maybe we can come down a bit, or well, we are actually in that 618 area. So we can go up maybe, touch the 618 area, go down, and maybe go even higher, maybe this area here at the top. But I'm not bargaining for that. I want to see the 618 area, take some profit, and see how the market looks like. So in short, this is what I see. If you go to this is on the weekly, on 2 weekly, you can see I can delete this chart, and everything I've shown you guys now is bullish. For me, everything I've shown you guys is bullish. You can see here the RSI from 2019. This was a low. This trend line was respected all the time. We were almost at that trend line. So we haven't even broken this trend line here on this RSI. So this is looking really good for me, guys. And then, are you guys still with me? Am I going too quick? If I go to the USDT dominance chart, I quickly want to share this with you guys. So this is how much people are going back into dollars. And you can see the people are taking profit, stop losses being hit. And this box here is the 618 area from the FIB from here to there. So we are currently in the 618.786 zone, which means for usually it retraces. And you can see we have a hidden bearish divergence, which means for continuation of the trend, which the trend is actually downwards currently. So this is looking really bullish. And then another thing I want to share with you guys. So usually when you look at the chart, and Jason can maybe confirm this. So when you look at the chart and the price movement is going up, once the price breaks down, it makes a lower low, then okay, that's not good. That's not good for the momentum upwards, which is brilliant because we actually went down, made a lower low here on the USDT dominance chart. So that is brilliant because if the USDT dominance is weak for the upwards trend, then it means the price is really good. The momentum is really good for the price to go downwards, which means the coins, the Bitcoin, altcoins should go up. So that is really bullish for me. And then on the total market cap, and this is the last chart, you can see it almost looks like Bitcoin. We're currently in that 618 area, and we have a hidden bullish divergence here on the RSI, which is really bullish. We did make a higher high here. Brilliant, because once if it has a divergence or whatever, breaks trend, it broke in trend here, it broke through, make a higher, coming back for the 618, and now it's looking really brilliant. So that is for me super bullish. So don't let the market get you. If you're in doubt, zoom out. Yeah, this is quickly what I see. I'm really happy with what the market actually looks like. I know it can get you, but yeah, this is in short what I saw.
Oh, thank you, Andre. And you can talk a little bit slower at school. Very little time, but you always back a punch. So thank you. I know that anyone go watch this video on the replay. You cannot go listen to Andre at the 1.5 speed like normal other people, because Andre, you have to listen at 0.75 speed, and then it will be something that you can hear. So thank you, Andre. We appreciate your excitement and what you bring to the party. Jason, last comments from you before I talk about why should we be in crypto at this moment?
Now, I just want to congratulate Andre with his charting. He's doing a stunning job. He's come a long way in the last couple of months, and so I'm very impressed.
Yeah, thanks, Jason.
Cool. Yes, Jason, thank you very much. And Andre, maybe you should just go slower on your mouse as on your words, because that
yeah,
you have a very quick mouse there. Eh?
Upload isn't good.
I tried to track it, but I got C6. I'm just joking, Andre. Thank you very much for your sharing with us. And tonight, between the three of us, we decided to just show you a little bit why crypto. Why should we be in crypto? And let me just take you on a journey with what happened in the last few weeks with regards to crypto, to tell us whether we should be in crypto or not. And my apology, I cannot go to this with my pip in there because something's gone wrong and I've seen it too late to rectify it. So my apology for that. Just something about Satoshi Nakamoto. We all know that Bitcoin is accredited to Satoshi Nakamoto as a person, male or female, or a group of people, we don't know. But the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin for us. And the fun fact for this week is that it was his birthday on the 5th of April. And another fun fact with regards to that is on the 1st of April, and yes, I had to go and check the actual numbers of Bitcoin in circulation, but on the 1st of April, it wasn't a joke. On the 1st of April this year, we reached 19 million crypto Bitcoins issued. So already 19 million of the 21 million maximum supply was issued. The 19th million one was issued on the 1st of April. That's a fun fact for us. But then we go and we go look at Satoshi Nakamoto, and his date of birth was registered as the 5th of April 1975, and there's loads of speculation about that. And where do I find that? If it's a pseudo person, where do I find that date of birth? On the p2pfoundation.ing.com site, where he registered and told people about his new idea in crypto. He rolled out his white paper and stuff. He selected 5 April 1975 as his date of birth. Now, there are a lot of speculation with regards to that, telling us that maybe it was purely because he selected the 5th of April, because in 1933, President Roosevelt made an executive order in the USA to say, executive order number 6102, to say that everyone in the USA that's got more than 100 grams of gold must surrender it for dollars to the Federal Reserve. And so that's a date that you and I have to go look at if we go look at Satoshi Nakamoto, because he wants to see people with the assets. And that was a big change in the financial world in the 5th of April 1933, when that executive order was brought out. But in 1975, and that's why maybe he's born in 1975. And remember, this is all speculation, grasping at straws, but we try and make hay of what's happened, or who he is. And in 1975, President Gerald Ford. Who of you know about President Gerald Ford? He's just one of those presidents no one ever talks about. Maybe it's because his surname was Ford. But he reversed that order, and Americans can again hold on to gold, or more than 100 grams of gold. So he changed that executive order, and it's all part of the fun in part of what's happened this week. Allow me to show you just a little bit about the Miami 2002 Bitcoin conference, and the Bitcoin 2022 in Miami. It's the post-pandemic declaration for crypto. We are back. And it was a Bitcoin conference attended by more than 25,000 attendees. And just one of the myriad of quotes that we got after the conference, just one of the quotes that I selected because of what this is crypto. We're at Bitcoin Miami. It's all about eye-catching. It's all about eye-catching, showing the world again, Bitcoin is back. Bitcoin is still alive. The crypto, the pandemic did not kill crypto. And we'll look at the market just now about that. And that's the head of marketing at Bullish and the man behind the setup. The sky is the limit. There's no holds barred. Yeah, so that was the idea out of Miami, Bitcoin Miami 2022. And it's always important to go and look what happened there. And apparently this year was the first time that there was a whole exhibition hall just of Bitcoin mining companies and all the different companies involved in Bitcoin mining, which is interesting. And I'll have one or two more fun facts about that later. So general news about crypto. Why should we be in the market? Recession fears hit the financial markets, and Jason alluded to that earlier. And there's big recession fears in the market. Massive move on crypto off exchanges. So loads of crypto moving off exchanges at the moment. And I don't know if Jason maybe have that last note slide showing us the amount of crypto moving off exchanges. I could not find the updated slide. So Jason, that's why I didn't put it up here. But it's an interesting fact. The amount of crypto, the amount of Bitcoin moving off exchanges. And then rumors is back about Facebook's digital currency. So people talk about a digital currency again for Facebook. And another interesting fact for this week is the Canadian Prime Minister candidate, Pierre Poilievre, however you say that name. But he's a candidate in the elections in Canada, and he supports the freedom of people to use Bitcoin as money. So that's just interesting fact that what happened in the last week in the world. And then a little crypto news that Ed shared on the group today, and made a screen grab of that just to show you one or two things about crypto, because this is what's happening currently. A lot of us are looking at the market and we see, but should we be in the market? Should we not in the market? But this is what the market update for 4 to 11 April said as posted by Ed on our group. And that's the cryptorank.io. The website is cryptorank.io. And this is from, I think, their Twitter page. And it says Binance US raises 200 million in seed round at a 4.5 billion valuation for Binance in the US. So 4.5 billion valuation for Binance in the US. Near Protocol has raised 350 million in a funding round led by Tiger Global. HSBC starts metaverse funding for private banking clients in Asia. How big is that? That's how adoption is happening around the world. Luna Foundation, God, buys 100 million in AVAX tokens for their stablecoin reserve. And then we all know about Elon Musk, who bought a 9.2% stake in Twitter. That's billions of dollars. I think he paid 1.2 billion or something dollars for that 9.2% stake in Twitter. And that's how big that social media market is. And we now subsequently learned that we thought that Elon Musk will become a director of Twitter, but he declined the invitation and he's not going to be a director of Twitter. Then I have some interesting news that I would like to just grab to you to show you why we should be in crypto at this point in time. And what I will use today is I will use a report that comes out annually, and that's a CoinGecko, the yearly report 2021 full report, and it is available on CoinGecko. If you go into, I like to look at these reports, so I sometimes just go peruse a little of it and go play around in it. And I think for us for tonight, just to position, why should we be in this market stall? Why should we be here? In 2021, the top 5 crypto returns, Bitcoin for last year has gone up by 303%. That's a plus 303% gain, which is 62.9% actual growth. Ethereum 403%, Binance Coin 1,200%, Solana 11,000%, and it's just amazing what the coins have done in the past year. So the top 5 coins for the year was up 2,913% average return for last year, and that just tells us that what's the possibility? What's happening in the marketplace at the moment? We're not seeing the returns at the moment because candles are a bit red, but is it something that you and I should go in? Have you got those kind of returns from your bank account? Then another slide that I pulled out from that report, that CoinGecko report, is an interesting one that talks about notable events in the timeline for 2021. And there we can see the expansion that happened in 2021 on crypto. Bitcoin has gone to 1 trillion market cap on the 8th of February last year. We've subsequently turned on 3 billion, and we retraced a bit again now. But if you just go look at where crypto is going, the marketplace is growing and crypto is growing substantially. And you and I cannot afford not to be part of this. And if you go look at the Bitcoin versus trading volume, the Bitcoin versus trading volume, the still 62% up. That's the Bitcoin price against the trading volume of Bitcoin. And remember, in November last year, Bitcoin hit an all-time high of $69,000. And as Andre showed us just now, that $69,000 is in the shorter term in the sights of Bitcoin, with a 72, around about 72,000 resistance level. So we just need to go look at that and say, but should I capitulate? Should I get out of the market, or should I stay in the market? Then Bitcoin mining. People are talking about Bitcoin mining and say, is Bitcoin mining profitable? Is Bitcoin mining something that we should look at? Well, that's the hash rate. In July, with a clampdown in Asia, in China and in Asia on a bigger scale, with regards to Bitcoin mining, the low in the hash rate, the terahash, the TH stands for terahash, and currently we stand on 168 million terahash per second of machines worldwide mining Bitcoin, making sure that we update this system, update every transaction, record every transaction into the block. And in the year last year, with China's crackdown on Bitcoin, the hash rate still grew 18%. And I think that shows you that there is resilience in the blockchain. There's resilience in the market, and Bitcoin is not going to go away. China tried its absolute best to make sure it goes away. And maybe you're now thinking, but if China kicked out all the mining companies, where are those mining companies now? Who is making that money? Which companies or which countries in the world are now accommodating those Bitcoin miners? And I'm glad you're thinking that way, because that's my next slide. So Bitcoin mining hash rate by countries. And the US and Kazakhstan have mainly stepped in to fill the gap. So that's the gap at the moment. That's how Bitcoin and Ethereum, and you'll see the countries there on top. At the bottom, the white is Canada. It's got 9.6%, where Canada had a very small percentage of Bitcoin mining. And the United States, that second, or the blue one closest to the red one on top, the top one is red. For those who cannot see color, that's the top block. But that's the, sorry, let me show you this way. That's the top block. I apologize, I had my mouse at the wrong place. But this blue block, 35.4% of the world's Bitcoin mining is now residing in the United States. And that was an exceptional growth, and moving Bitcoin mining into developed countries with lots of regulation and stuff just showed the resilience of Bitcoin, even though the Chinese tried to crack down on crypto. So these are things showing me that we should still be in crypto. We should still follow this. The technology behind what you and I do with our cryptos that we purchase, and you and I busy trading crypto and making money on a regular basis, trading cryptos up and selling and buying back at the bottom and trading cryptos up again. There's resilience in that market. The crypto market is not going to disappear. And then an interesting one is the Bitcoin price versus Bitcoin versus major asset classes. Now, if you look on this slide, you'll see that the S&P, NASDAQ, all of them are traced in here, and that is that white line there on top is crude oil. That's the crude oil price. But if you go look there on the top, you see that Bitcoin has grown 62% for the year, while crude oil has grown 58% for the year. So the biggest contender to outmaneuver Bitcoin for last year was 58% on crude. The S&P that Jason referred to earlier, 29%, NASDAQ 23%, and gold minus 6% for the year. So those people that were in gold for last year had a minus 6% growth. And so Bitcoin for 2021, with the crackdown of China, still most other asset classes. I'm nearly landing this. I've got 3 more slides that I would like to share with you. And the next slide that I want to share with you, again, from that CoinGecko result, and you can go read it. I will encourage you to go read it. It's an easy place to go and read up on CoinGecko, for example. I'll show you 1 or 2 more now. But if we go look at market capitalization, and we refer to this regularly, market capitalization of crypto against other assets, just to show you how small, how new, how tiny Bitcoin is. Remember, the gold market's been there for 2,000 years, but the gold market, Bitcoin already, the total market cap of Bitcoin already sit at 7.6% of the gold market cap. So Bitcoin is only 7.6% of the gold market cap, but Bitcoin is 30% of Apple. So 30% of Apple, Microsoft, and this was the end of December. Microsoft 34, Facebook's Meta platform, 93% of Facebook's Meta platform. Just to show you, remember this is old data, it's December last year data, but that's to show you where Bitcoin sits. So in the Bitcoin world, in Bitcoin, we still have so much to grow. There's so much space for growth. Because it's a new industry, it's totally new, but it already has accumulated a percentage value with regards to the top asset classes or top assets in the world. And then I would like to show you just Bitcoin treasuries in public listed companies. So public listed companies holding Bitcoin, the number of public listed companies holding Bitcoin has grown exponentially. Last year, And again, this is a December last year chart, and there's been a substantial growth to that, as we've read in the last little while with regards to treasuries holding Bitcoin. And this was the December slide saying public listed companies now hold 1.1% of total Bitcoin supply. Now, when we listen to MicroStrategy that hold 124,000 Bitcoin, that's just 0.57% of total Bitcoin supply. 0.57% of total Bitcoin supply. Tesla owns 48,000 BTC, Galaxy Digital Holdings 12,000, and there you can see the different numbers. And just to show you the amount of Bitcoin treasuries, the amount of corporate companies starting, holding, and investing into crypto. And remember, a lot of crypto projects, as in the last few months, acquired substantial amounts of Bitcoin as well that they hold off exchanges as security for them to guarantee their holdings and to guarantee different assets or different holdings for those companies. Then the last slide that I would like to show you before I show you which coins to be in at the moment, and I'll show you a discussion document sharing that, and just to know which coins we should be in at this time. But the last one I want to look at is Ethereum, and just to look at the Ethereum versus price versus trading volume. Remember, we looked at that earlier of Bitcoin, and we've seen that Bitcoin has gone up 68%, Ethereum up 403% price return in 2021. Did you own Ethereum last year? Did you cash in your 403% growth? And so if you go look at Ethereum, there's still lots of space to go. Remember, the high for Ethereum was also in November, and that was 4,800. And we're sitting currently at 3,000 and trying to break lower than $3,000 on Ethereum. This is a time where everything is cheap, and you and I have an opportunity to come and look at it. And all I wanted to achieve tonight with what I've showed you is to help you to see that this technology that you and I are investing in or buying in by decentralized, so we can own this, we can move this wherever we want. But the key is this technology is new, this technology is growing, is expanding like just out of what we can think or fathom, and we have to be in there. It is important to be in there. But then my last slide that I want to share with you, and this is something that follow a different news feeds, and I'll show that after this. I'll just quickly show my Google page to just show you some of the news feeds that I follow, and I know there's a host more, but this is one of the news feeds that I follow, and it's the bitcoinist.com. The website address is at the bottom of the page, the bitcoinist.com, and you can go follow them as well. Go look at what they publish, and they just said it's an article that they published today. And I want to encourage you to go read the full article, but I've just done an extraction of that article for you to say the hottest DeFi tokens that you should look into in 2022. Now, every one of you wanted that info. And the beautiful part is we own these coins. We have been, as a community, been busy accumulating a little of those coins. Number one, EQFI. The number one hottest DeFi token for 2022 is EQFI. That's the ticker. Then Uniswap, I think the EQFI ticker is EQX. My apology, EQFI ticker. The EQFI ticker is EQX. Uniswap, we know the ticker is UNI, Uni. And the third one is Sushi Swap, and we know that the ticker there is Sushi. And I never in my life thought I will own a crypto called Sushi. At this very moment, I have to be honest with you, I don't own any Sushi, but I used to own Sushi at some point, and I've even given some training, and there are some training videos somewhere about taking profits on Sushi Swap. But it is a DeFi token that we should look into. Number 4, Terra. That is Luna. The ticker is Luna, Luna. Terra Luna, one of the coins that we generally or reasonably often talk about on our community in the mornings. And thanks to every one of the presenters doing that for us in the morning. And the last one there is Polkadot, the 5 coins that you should look into, the hottest DeFi projects that you should look into for 2022. Polkadot, the ticker is DOT. And if you don't own some of these DeFi coins, it is time to go and say, but maybe I should add just 1 or 2 of them to my portfolio. And remember, this is not financial advice. This is purely showing you what we do as a community. Then I have, last part that I want to show you is I have on my webpage, remember the Crypto School webpage, I've seen Jason has showed the free stuff there, but they subscribe to, if you subscribe to receive the free stuff there, and I've seen the latest person that subscribed there was Anita. Thank you, Anita. I've seen that you subscribed. If you subscribe to the free stuff there, on top, there's a banner that say free stuff. If you go click there are amazing videos that you can go watch and know that it is stuff that is real. But I just wanted to show you the CoinGecko report from which I used an extraction tonight to stimulate this discussion and advise you or encourage you to go look at it. It makes for interesting reading. HSBC launches portfolio on Metaverse. I've showed that to you in the news. And I think that's big news because more and more financial institutions, formal or regulated financial institutions, are getting into this space. And more reason for you and I to stay on top and stay in. The Bitcoinist, I've showed you one of the articles from them as well. Blockchain is the future of Hollywood. So people don't believe you when you say something unless you talk about Hollywood. Blockchain is now the future of Hollywood. And yeah, you can just go read their Goldman Sachs Executive Packs app to join Coinbase Global. The people with the years of experience in the formal financial getting into crypto. And it's time for us to know that we should be thankful for the fact that we are a community helping and assisting one another to get into crypto. Someone else that I also regularly go look at is Real Vision, Rual, and it's important to go look at his webpage. It's just realvision.com, and it is an interesting vision or view that he's taken on crypto, and he's one of the biggest hodlers of crypto in his crypto portfolio. Then CoinDesk, go and I will encourage you to go look at CoinDesk. They always have good article on crypto and 1 or 2 opinion pieces that's worth reading from time to time as well. So I like looking into that. And so Jason, Andre, that is what I thought to just share with our community tonight, to say we should just stay in there. We are in an environment of huge potential. The investments going into this space worldwide from all the different big companies, especially the financial services industry starting to get involved into this, is major. And I think we as a community, we are early in and we will catch the worm. Jason, comment from you.
Absolutely, Donnie. Blockchain technology is here to stay. We're right at the bottom of the adoption curve, and we are the pioneers, and we're at the right place at the right time. Absolutely. We're looking to have a massive growth crypto in the next sort of 5 to 8 years. And I think we really are now where the .com bubble burst in 2000. I think we're getting very close to that sort of same area. And you can remember what happened in those days was like Amazon shares, for example, went from $105 all the way down to $5. But look where Amazon shares are today. You know, we're talking, I'm not too sure what the share price, but I think it's more than $105. So we're pretty much at that stage at the moment.
Yes, Jason, I agree with you absolutely. And this is exciting times. Whenever there's a retracement, there's an opportunity to get in at lower prices. And I can recall last week, Monday, Andre saying just that and said, but you know what, we still have to have a retracement on these prices. And why will you come out with that idea now? But yeah, here we sit. And Andre, you more prophetic than you thought, because that is exactly what played out in this past week. But before I give to Andre to ask for his comment, please, ladies and gentlemen, go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. The Crypto School. You see there on the screen, our YouTube channel, The Crypto School, and go and subscribe to our channel. And every week we put our crypto talk on there for you if you want to go watch it at a faster speed, because I sometimes are not as quick as Andre in talking, and you would like to go watch it at 1.5 speed. Andre, last comments from you with regards to what I've just shared.
Yeah, thanks from Donnie. And guys, yeah, share this link with anyone that you think has what Bitcoin is about. And I know this week someone asked me, like, why Bitcoin? And I explained to them, and they're like, okay, they still think it's a scam. But guys, I'm so super excited from Bitcoin, just Bitcoin alone, and never mind all the other stuff in this crypto blockchain industry, guys. This is gonna be crazy. If you're still here, I'm really happy, because like mostly I don't know what is the statistics from the people that starts, like 90% of the people goes away in the first 60 to 90 days. It's crazy, and they lose their money. It just gets out. So guys, if you're still here, pass done. I'm still here. Yeah, thanks from Donnie, thanks Jason, you guys really help us, and yeah, cool.
Thank you, Andre. Jason, please wrap up this talk for us tonight.
Johnny, I'm not finished. I've got 2 more charts to quickly show. So I see the chart is telling me, that we're going to have possibly a 6 months of uptrend in the markets, in the stock market and also crypto market. And the first chart I want to look at is called it's a Dow Jones Transport Average Index. Now, we know that economies, is all about transport. If we got an expanding economy, transport's on the increase. If we got a shrinking economy, transport's on the decrease. And I'm looking at this chart on the weekly basis, and we can remember what happened with the Corona drop year in 2020. The chart went down. From there, where it bottomed out in March, transport index grew all the way till May last year. We had a bit of a pullback down to September, and then we had a bit of a blow-off top year again into the 1st of November. And from the 1st of November, the chart went down. You can see how the transport started, already starting coming down on the 2nd of November. You can remember what happened to the stock market. Stock markets only started dropping from the 1st of January. So this chart is a bit of a leading indicator. We did have this orange resistance line that we did touch in January and again in February. We tried to break out of it in the beginning of March, got rejected, came back down. But we broke out here on the 10th of March, and we had a rapid rise here. So much so they went straight through this green resistance line. Went straight through it. It went up. It got rejected at this level here of 16,500, and has come back down to retest the breakout. That red line there is major resistance that we broke right through. It's come back down, and it has come down to retest. Now, if we look at our famous indicators, the stock RSI on the daily is crossing at the bottom to start back up again. And also the RSI is creating a bullish divergence with RSI on the 20th of January versus now, yet price is slightly lower. If we go down to smaller time frames, you can see we're starting to cool up, and that transport index is telling us that we should have an expanding economy over the next couple of months. That is what really the chart is showing us here. The second chart that I want to finish off with here is a dollar index. And if we have a look at the Dixie, and we go and look on the weekly here, and I'm going back into history, beginning of 2017. And in 2017, the Dixie was right up here at 104, and it dropped from the beginning of 2017 all the way down to February 2018, all the way down to 89. And if we have a look at Bitcoin, what did Bitcoin do? Those people around in 2017, beginning of 2017, Bitcoin was around about $1,200, and it went right up to 19,000. Those people that can remember 2017. The Dixie did the same thing. On the 30th of March 2020, we're at 101, and it dropped all the way down to, once again, down to 90 on January last year. And what did Bitcoin do over the same period? It went from, you can remember the drop here, Corona drop, $5,700 for Bitcoin. And we went up to, what was that date again? January 2021. January 2021 went up to, what was that? 34,000. So we went from 5,700 to 34,000, and that represented that dollar coming down. Now, if we look at the Dixie right now, you can see we're right against this 100, which is major resistance. And we've also got this blue trend line that is a descending resistance line. So we're against two descending resistance lines here. And the indicators are telling us, if we go down to the daily, that we've got bearish divergence here on the RSI, yet prices moved up. And you can see the daily is starting to cross at the top there. We are acting in this white channel here. And I think we are very close to have the same sort of action where the dollar starts weakening and start coming down. That is going to be a good indicator to tell us that the crypto market is now going to start trending up. So this is definitely telling us that the market, that money is going to flow out of the dollar into the markets. And as I said to you earlier, the commodities are starting to retrace. Look at oil today. The top chart here is 5% down, 4.4% down for the day. It is trending down. The biggest commodity is trending down. And that is telling us, even though we're going to have high inflation tomorrow, the outlook going forward for the next couple of months looks like inflation is now coming a bit under control and coming down, which is going to be positive for the markets. Thank you, Donnie.
Oh, thank you, Jason. Yes, it's interesting. Just today, I heard of a South African company canvassing, recruiting truck drivers for the USA. If you have your truck driver license with a CV with some experience in truck driving, you have a future to be a trucker in the US. Jason, I don't know if you up for that one, but I'm definitely not. I will rather stay here and not be a trucker in the US. But it's interesting that you share that transport or the chart for transport. But Jason, thank you very much for an amazing evening. Thank you, Andre, for your contribution tonight. We appreciate the two of you and for your continued support and assistance and help in our community to get them going with regards to this opportunity in crypto. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the program for tonight. We appreciate you on the call. Please go to our YouTube channel tomorrow and go find the link and share the link to this to your friends, or send them to Facebook or to the free stuff page on the Crypto School. You'll see that every week I also put the recording on the Crypto School free stuff page for your ease of use or for you to go and have access to it. It's our privilege at the Crypto School assisting you in your crypto, and please go and tell your friends, and you'll see that we will never ask you to pay us your crypto. Have a blessed one, and I trust that there will be some green candles in this week. Cheers for now. Bye-bye.